Hey there, fellow humans. If you're watching this, chances are you're feeling a bit down, maybe even struggling with sadness or depression. First off, I want you to know that you're not alone. We all face dark times, and it's okay not to be okay. But today, we're going to explore some powerful tools from an ancient philosophy that might just help you navigate these troubled waters. Welcome to Stoic Tips for Sad People. Now, before we dive in, let's clear something up. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or being a cold, unfeeling robot. It's about developing mental resilience and finding inner peace, even in the face of life's greatest challenges. So, let's explore how these ancient wisdom can help us modern folks deal with sadness. Accept what you can't control. Our first Stoic tip is all about acceptance. The ancient Stoics taught that much of our suffering comes from trying to control things that are beyond our power. Sound familiar? When we're sad, we often fixate on things we can't change, past events, other people's actions, or global situations. But here's the thing, while we can't control these external factors, we have full control over our reactions to them. Try this: next time you're feeling down, ask yourself, can I change this situation? If the answer is no, practice accepting it. This doesn't mean you have to like it, but accepting reality as it is can be incredibly freeing. Practice negative visualization. Leaning in, okay, this next one might sound a bit counterintuitive, but stick with me. The Stoics practiced something called negative visualization. Essentially, it means imagining worst-case scenarios. Now, I know what you're thinking, isn't that just going to make me feel worse? But here's the magic: by contemplating potential losses, we often find a deeper appreciation for what we have right now. It's like emotional inoculation. Try this: spend a few minutes imagining life without something you value, your home, a loved one, your health. Then, return to reality and feel the wave of gratitude. This practice can help shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. Live in the present moment. Our third Stoic tip is about being present. When we're sad, our minds often drift to painful past memories or anxious future scenarios. But the Stoics knew that the present moment is where life actually happens. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, wrote, "Do not disturb yourself by picturing your life as a whole, concentrate on the present." Try this: engage in a mindful activity that anchors you to the present. Feel the soil in your hands as you garden, savor each bite of your meal, or simply focus on your breath. The present moment is a refuge from sadness if we learn to inhabit it fully. Cultivate virtue as the highest good. Now, let's talk about something the Stoics considered crucial: virtue. They believed that living a life of virtue, wisdom, justice, courage, and self-control was the key to true happiness. When we're sad, we often feel powerless. But by focusing on cultivating these virtues, we regain a sense of purpose and control. We can always choose to act with wisdom, to be kind, to face our fears, to master our impulses, regardless of our circumstances. Try this: each day, choose one virtue to focus on. Look for opportunities to practice it. By aligning our actions with our values, we create a sense of meaning that can lift us out of sadness. Memento mori, remember you will die. Taking a deep breath, our final Stoic tip might seem a bit heavy, but it's incredibly powerful. The Stoics practiced memento mori, remember that you will die. Now, this isn't meant to be depressing. Instead, it's a reminder to make the most of the time we have. When we're sad, we often feel stuck. But remembering our mortality can be a powerful motivator to live fully and purposefully. Try this: ask yourself, if I had only a year left to live, what would I do differently? Let the answer guide your priorities and actions. Use this perspective to break free from the inertia of sadness. There you have it, 5 Stoic tips for dealing with sadness. Remember, these aren't quick fixes, but tools to develop long-term emotional resilience. And it's important to note that while these philosophical approaches can be helpful, they're not a substitute for professional help if you're dealing with clinical depression. If you're struggling with persistent sadness or thoughts of self-harm, please reach out to a mental health professional or use the resources we've linked below. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these Stoic tips resonated with you the most? How do you deal with sadness in your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insight might just help someone else who's struggling.